That anxious, foggy feeling that just won't go away? It might not be all in your head, it could be in your gut. Your digestive system and brain are constantly talking, and when that connection gets out of balance, your mood, focus, and clarity can take a hit. The good news? A few simple, science-backed changes can help you support both your gut and your mind. Let's break down what's really going on and what you can do about it. Your gut bacteria directly influence anxiety levels through chemical signals to the brain. Inside your digestive system lives a massive community of microbes that are constantly producing and interacting with chemicals like serotonin, GABA, and other neurotransmitters that affect how calm or anxious you feel. In fact, a large portion of serotonin, often called the feel-good chemical, is produced in the gut, not the brain. When your gut bacteria are balanced and diverse, they help regulate stress responses and keep your mood more stable. But when that balance is off, a state known as dysbiosis, your body may produce more stress signals and fewer calming ones, which can show up as persistent anxiety, irritability, or feeling on edge for no clear reason. Think about times when your diet has been off, maybe lots of processed food or sugar, and how that coincides with feeling mentally unsettled. That is not a coincidence. Supporting your gut with fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, along with fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi, can help rebuild that balance. Even small changes, like adding one probiotic food a day, can start shifting your internal environment toward one that supports a calmer, more resilient mind. Inflammation in the gut can trigger brain fog and reduce mental clarity. When your digestive system is irritated, whether from poor diet, food sensitivities, chronic stress, or lack of sleep, it can lead to a low-grade inflammatory response that doesn't stay confined to your gut. Those inflammatory signals can travel through the bloodstream and affect the brain, slowing down cognitive processes and making it harder to focus, remember things, or think clearly. That heavy, foggy feeling where simple tasks seem harder than they should be is often tied back to what is happening in your gut. For example, eating highly processed foods or excessive sugar can feed harmful bacteria and increase inflammation, while nutrient-dense foods help calm it down. Drinking enough water, managing stress, and paying attention to how your body reacts to certain foods can make a noticeable difference. If you consistently feel mentally sluggish after meals, that is a signal worth listening to. Supporting gut health is not just about digestion. It is about keeping your brain sharp and responsive throughout the day. The vagus nerve acts as a communication highway between your gut and brain. This long nerve runs from your brainstem all the way down to your abdomen, constantly sending signals back and forth about what is happening in your body. When your gut is in distress, those signals can tell your brain that something is wrong, increasing feelings of anxiety or unease. On the flip side, when your gut is calm and functioning well, it sends reassuring signals that promote relaxation and emotional balance. The strength and responsiveness of this connection, known as vagal tone, plays a big role in how well you handle stress. Simple practices like deep breathing, slow exhalations, humming, or even cold exposure can help stimulate the vagus nerve and improve this communication. You might notice that after a few minutes of slow breathing, your body starts to feel more relaxed. That is your vagus nerve helping regulate your system. Taking care of this gut-brain pathway is a powerful, often overlooked way to support both mental clarity and emotional stability. Poor diet can disrupt gut balance and worsen both anxiety and cognitive performance. What you eat feeds not just you, but also the trillions of bacteria living in your gut. Diets high in processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats tend to promote the growth of harmful bacteria while starving beneficial ones. This imbalance can lead to increased inflammation, disrupted neurotransmitter production, and ultimately symptoms like anxiety, low mood, and difficulty concentrating. On the other hand, a diet rich in fiber, healthy fats, and a variety of whole foods supports a thriving microbiome that helps regulate mood and brain function. Think of your meals as instructions to your body, either supporting clarity and calm or contributing to chaos and fatigue. A practical step is to aim for diversity in your diet, different colors of vegetables, different types of whole foods, because that diversity feeds a wider range of beneficial microbes. Even something as simple as replacing a processed snack with fruit and nuts can begin to shift your gut environment in a positive direction. Chronic stress disrupts the gut-brain axis and creates a cycle of anxiety and brain fog. When you are under constant stress, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol that can alter gut function, slow digestion, and negatively impact the balance of your gut bacteria. This creates a feedback loop where a stressed brain disrupts the gut, and an unhealthy gut sends distress signals back to the brain, amplifying anxiety and mental fatigue. You may notice that during stressful periods, your digestion feels off, your appetite changes, and your ability to focus drops. That is the gut-brain axis in action. Breaking this cycle requires addressing both sides, not just mental stress but also physical habits. Prioritizing sleep, taking short breaks during the day, engaging in light movement like walking, and practicing relaxation techniques can all help regulate this system. Even 5 minutes of intentional breathing or stepping outside can start to calm both your gut and your mind. Consistency matters more than intensity here. Small daily habits can gradually restore balance and improve both how you feel emotionally and how clearly you can think.